Join us now on the Drive the Lane podcast, the newest active member of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Jimmy Sotos. Jimmy, welcome to the show, your first appearance.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Jim, we go way back. Most people don't know we're like the only Illinois people to ever play basketball at Ohio State besides like Sam Thompson, Evan Turner. So
I did not know that.
Not literally, but like just don't take my word for it. But
Lenzel Smith.
Back, Lenzel Smith, but
Yeah.
he's like almost Wisconsin. But he counts obviously probably more than me. But anyway, we go way back. As soon as you were named eligible, I said, we have to have Jimmy on. What better timing? So our first question to you is, can you take us through the mindset shift from redshirting to playing?
Yeah. So I'm going into this year. I'm working on my game. I'm going to learn as much as I can. You know, I get to go against CJ Walker every day. You know, I get to get ready to get molded into this position, be a starting point guard for next year. So I'm coming in ready to work. And then, you know, I'm starting to hear that I might get to play. And I'm like, is this actually going to happen? So I go through the process. I, you know, find NCAA waivers, and then I get a text from Holt. I'm in class, and he's like, we won. We got it. And I'm like, all right, time to play now. So time to go.
When you're applying for the waiver, correct me if I'm wrong, it got rejected once, right?
Yeah.
And so you're just like, let's just do it again. Let's try again. What's the thought process? It's like, we might not win, but what's the harm in trying? Is that basically what it was?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think I deserve it, honestly, for reasons I can't really get into, but
sure.
But yeah, I mean, I thought I had the right to play. I thought I deserved to play. So I thought we had a case, and we applied for the waiver a second time, kind of, you know, discussed what we felt was necessary, and they were convinced after that. So appreciate them for that. And now we go.
How different does practice look like for you now versus like 2.5 weeks ago?
That was actually one of the first things I told my brother. I live with my brother in Columbus. I was like, they talk to me different now. Like it's like
you were being
you know what I'm talking about,
Joey.
Like they talk to me different. Like it's like, all right, we really got to go. Like I really got to be ready. I don't have time to like tiptoe into this now. Like it's, you know, and this is gonna be the hardest schedule Ohio State's had, given the circumstances.
So obviously, you know, you totally expected coming out of high school that going into this year there would be a worldwide pandemic and you'd be deciding which new school to attend. So
I had it mapped out.
My question, kind of take us through like what your January to your commitment to Ohio State looked like.
Man, yeah, it was a whirlwind. So first, I didn't even know if I was gonna leave Bucknell. So I'm discussing going to that. I'm in quarantine when I decide to enter the portal, and then I'm trying to decide which school to go to, and I ended up at Ohio State because I think it was the best route for me. You know, Coach believed in me. I played against him. Joey, you were on the team when we played you guys?
Hell yes, I was you in Scott's
yeah. And actually, we almost beat y'all. I had a pretty good game, but I knew he seen me play, so like there was a level of trust there. So, you know, I saw the route to the court right away, and I wanted to be impactful right away. So, I ended up at Ohio State. But yeah, it was crazy. I couldn't visit any schools. I could really only talk to coaches over the phone, and just go based off Google images and checking rosters and stuff.
So let's talk more about your relationship with Coach Holtman, because obviously the recruiting process wasn't normal. Like I can tell you firsthand, obviously, when we have an official visit, we have dinner at Holt's house. You meet all the coaches' families. Like they try to wow you with they try to wow you with the family culture and atmosphere, which obviously you know now is the number one priority at Ohio State basketball.
I missed out on the steakhouse. I didn't get to go to the steakhouse the coach takes me to.
I wouldn't have been surprised if Holt called me and said, hey, Jimmy Sotos is come visiting. You got to come back and host him again. I know you're not in school anymore.
That would have been fun.
But no, that's the number one part. You're exactly right. You missed out on all of that. But obviously the head coach relationship at the end of the day is probably the most important thing, right? So
Yeah.
tell us why Holtman was your guy.
Like I said, he seen me play, and that I don't know, that felt better to me. He seen me playing a live game. He's not going off film off what other people are telling him. So that level of trust for one, and then we talked almost every day while I was in the portal. So we were just building a connection, building a relationship off of that. And I really did trust what he was telling me, honestly. I also talked to the rest of the staff too. Everybody seemed like we had a plan of action, and I saw where I could fit and where I could make an impact, and it just worked out. And it's working out so far.
So different circumstances cause different players to, transfer, change schools, stuff like that. But you got to admit, it was pretty cool for you to be like, yo, what's up? I'm in the transfer portal. Like, that's a pretty cool place to be.
It was cool because everybody was like, oh, where's he going next? It becomes like a big, publicity thing kind of in a way. But my man, Seth, right here.
Yo, hey, you're next, bro. You're next.
Dude, nice.
What's that? I can't. What was the question?
No, I was just asking how cool it was to be able to say you're in the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool because everybody's asking you, it becomes a whole, like you're getting recruited again out of high school, it becomes a whole process. It's like all hyped up and everything. So that's always cool. And you get a whole new route, and it's a whole new chapter. So it's fun.
Before we dive into the current state of Ohio State and Ohio State basketball, let's rewind, because as I alluded to before, me and Jimmy played against each other in high school. Now, Jimmy got the better of – I shouldn't say Jimmy. Danny, his brother, got the better of us.
Shouts out, big bro.
Yeah, got the better of us. But what do you remember from that game? Because I remember a lot. What do you remember? Because it was a really good game.
Apparently I messed up somewhere, but what I remember is Danny missed a shot, I think. It was Danny. And Kyle Bradley, our high school team's quarterback, also had a tip in at the buzzer, and we won on our home court. We were lit.
That was a must-win for you guys because, road games in high school, you're not supposed to win them. So it was a must-win for you guys. So I'm glad you guys came out with that. Do you remember Will Bosch just broke his nose in that game?
I vaguely remember that. He got carried off into the little corner.
Yeah, bro, they stopped the game for like 30 minutes.
I do remember that.
Because your big boy, who plays at where, Vermont?
Ryan Davis. He was a freshman at the time.
Yeah, bro, he was like an offensive lineman playing.
Yeah, he was big. Yeah. Dang, that did happen, but yeah.
So I remember Jimmy, for the people listening, I remember Jimmy as a very, very short but lanky white dude who did nothing but run the team because you're a sophomore and you knew your role. You handled the ball, but it was like, all right, let's give the ball to Big Bro most of the time, it seemed like.
Yeah.
So now, what should Ohio State fans expect? Because obviously they all saw the Conant Deerfield game, but what should they expect now that you're playing in the Big Ten? What's your game for the people who don't know?
I could shoot the ball. I think I can shoot the ball with the best of them. So I'm gonna bring that to the team. Also, I'll be able to make plays off the bounce. I'm a point guard also, so I'm out here, trying to create for my teammates as well as myself. But yeah, they're just gonna get somebody that's gonna work hard. Do whatever I got to do to help the team get wins. Honestly, I'm coming off the bench this year, which I got to get a little adjusted to again. But I'm excited. It's gonna be just kind of like add a new element to the team when I'm on the court. I'm really excited for it.
Is there anyone that you're like, all right, I really like being on the court with this guy? Like one specific guy that you think you're meshing really well with early on in your Ohio State tenure?
I don't know yet. I like playing with other shooters. So, Justin and Dwayne, they hit shots. And it's always nice playing with guys that hit shots.
So I am maybe the biggest Dwayne Washington fan in the world.
Literally.
Right? Literally number one. Like if he does anything in the game, I tweet about it from the Drive the Lane account. So I think he could be Big Ten Player of the Year. What are you seeing from him, in practice as the season's right around the corner?
I back that claim. I definitely back that. He could score with the best of them. So, he'll get you a bucket no matter the circumstance. I definitely, we know Dwayne's going to be able to score, and it's going to be questions if he can lead us all the way. And I think we all believe in him. So I'm with you on that. Yeah.
I want your honest answer to this question. Are you a little upset that you're not going to play scout team this year?
Yes. I was really looking forward. I've never been on, like, not to like brag, but like I've never been on a scout team. Like even when I got to college as a freshman, I was still playing a lot. So I was always, was a little jealous of my teammates who would just come in and practice and cook every day. And I couldn't wait to kind of do that.
Just wait, bro. I don't know. Hopefully you don't play any scout team. But, like, when you put on that green jersey, something happens because I went from a really good player to I don't know. Like, I remember, like, being on scout team and, like, Jay Sean Tate, who he's going to play in the NBA this next year, I bet. Like,
he's strong.
I was getting him so frustrated that he would, like, push me over shooting three-pointers. Like, he was so mad. But, like, in the grand scheme of things, like, I stunk. But that green jersey, there's something special about that green jersey. So I feel for you because you had big shoes to fill. We've had some really good scout team guys in the past. We had me and Dokic before. We had Greg Oden.
Dokic already gave me some buckets in practice.
Yep. See, and he stinks, but that scout team, it's unbelievable. So I'm upset that Justice couldn't pass you the torch. Now he's got who is it? It's Harry and Danny Hummer. Like, come on, Danny Hummer's washed up.
Jansen.
Oh,
new player, Jansen.
Wait, no way Danny Hummer is still on the team.
Danny's around.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, no way he's still active roster member of the team. He's been there for like 30 years.
Jimmy, did you know that Danny's 2 years older than me and I graduated and he's still at 2 years or a year and a half left after I graduated? He's 2 years older than me.
How does that work? How did that happen?
He went to prep school and he redshirted. So he's the same age as Kada and JT, who are 3 years removed from college, and he is 1 year removed from college.
He found a way, man.
Jimmy, I think
jealous.
I think people are a little confused with the COVID NCAA eligibility rule. So because of COVID, you're actually getting to not only play this year, but then you get another year next year, right?
Yes.
So you becoming eligible is the craziest turn of events because it goes from 1 year playing to 2, and then you got Michi who's going to come and play, and he gets 5 years guaranteed. Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe he redshirts and gets 7 years at Ohio.
Maybe next year doesn't count either.
Yeah, you never know. You never wish this upon anyone, but God forbid, knock on wood, he has like an injury or something like that. He could potentially be at Ohio State for 6 or 7 years, which would be so crazy.
Which would be the first guy since Aaron Kraft to be there for 6 or 7 years. Jimmy, do you know about the Ohio State player every year that people go, oh my God, I can't believe he's in college? Do you know about that?
No, I don't.
So starting with Aaron Kraft, every year there was a guy that either like Dan Dokic or someone on the air would be like, man, or like on Twitter especially, people would be like, how is this dude in college still?
Yeah, I swear he's been there forever.
It was exactly like, but not only have you been there forever, you were playing a lot, so people just assumed that you were going to be done. Yeah. So like, it went from Aaron to Mark Loving to Jay Sean Tate, who I swear JT was there for more than 4 years. I mean, it was unbelievable. And then I would walk into an arena and people would be like, how is this short white guy still here? Now it's Kyle Young.
I would say, is that Kyle now? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Kyle. Like, it's unbelievable.
Good stuff, KY.
Yeah.
But he looks different now. Now he's all ripped. So it's a different version of Kyle Young.
Kyle has gained 20 pounds and 100 tattoos since I first met him. It's literally unbelievable.
He bossed up.
He would always tell us, too, like, he came and he had one tattoo. It was the Young Strong on his bicep. And a lot of, obviously, guys like Dwayne and Musa and all these guys have a ton. And you, too. I mean, different, but you, too. Everyone's got a lot of tattoos. Not me, but everyone else, it seemed like. And Kyle would always be like, just wait, it's coming. Just wait, it's coming. And, like, I never got to see it. And then all of a sudden, I'm not with him for a year. Next time I see him, it is covered. It's insane.
Yeah. Got it. Accomplished.
Yeah. Check.
Well, I I got breaking news.
I got to figure mine out.
Breaking news from Buckeye Grove from this morning, from 8 hours ago. Jimmy Sotos is eligible. A little late, but they got the news.
It's all right. It's all right. Shouts out to Buckeye Grove.
They're not as quick as Drive the Lane.
We are big news breakers, by the way. So if you got, we're not asking you for the scoop, but like if you would have told us like that you were eligible, like, oh man, that would have been fun for us. Just
all right, noted.
Because like there's a few things. When Dockich got the job at Elon, he told me, were you in the group chat, Holden, or was it just me?
Just you.
So, but you knew, but like he told me, he's like, hey Joe, I'm going to Elon like next week. Like, I was like, first thing I said was like, I said congrats, but I was like, can we tweet it from Drive the Lane? Like, we need to break the news. and he said, yes, as soon as I sign these papers. So that's a week ago. I have this draft saved up that says sources say that like, you know, Dockich is going to Elon, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden the world just knows and everyone tweets about it. And we were like, Doc, what the heck, dude? You didn't tell us we could tweet it. He's like, it's not official yet. And so we dropped the ball. Like, that's where like.
You got it. Yeah. Now you know though. Now you know.
Yeah. Like there's no soul in the scoop game. Like we felt like we were friends with him. Yeah. Like there's no hard feelings in the scoop game. Like we just got to get the scoop out.
You gotta drop it once you know.
Yeah. I think Holtman did a good job with his "What's up, guys?" Unfortunately, we won't be playing Memphis, but Jimmy Sotos is eligible. Let's get ready, guys. Go Buckeyes!
Yeah, you got to start with the bad news, end with the good.
Yeah, exactly.
He should have said, Jimmy, and I know we can talk about your TikTok game too, but like he should have been like, too bad Jimmy Sotos isn't going to be eligible, but I ain't never seen two pretty best friends.
Hey, I know he watches my TikToks too.
Of course. Even I know that they talk about your TikToks, bro. You don't think they said, hey, man, get your man on TikTok, man. Look at your man on TikTok. It's like, hey, let him do his thing. Let him get his clout. I love it.
Yeah, man. There's a little strategy behind it, you know.
You guys could have done a cool video with like all the coaches sitting in the conference room and they're like, God, we don't have a backup point guard. What are we going to do? Who's going to run the offense? And Holtman goes like, give me Sotos on line 2 right now. Get a call.
They made a skit.
Puts it in. You're on the other line shooting. I'm ready, coach. Let's play.
And you got to have like the Nike ad.
Yep.
Right after.
Wait, what number? Are you 00?
No, I'm number 1.
Number one.
Ooh, that's some big shoes to fill, my friend.
Who knows?
Everyone's going to be wearing your jersey. That's like a NCAA rule that they can only sell, random numbers. So
they sell number 1.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The year. So like they'll sell a lot of 21s. So, but that's retired, I think. So you're in the clear. I remember the coolest thing was that no one knew who I was, but there was a guy who hit a gigantic shot against Xavier in the tournament years back. His name's Jamar Butler, and you'll be familiar with Buckeye history soon. But he was number 14, and so everyone loved him, and everyone had 14 jerseys. And then I show up on campus, and I'm like, this is not on purpose, but everyone's got my jersey.
Yeah.
It was big time.
That's why capitalized.
Exactly. That's why dudes like everyone wants to be for Ohio State because aircraft jerseys are everywhere.
Dang, that's true. See, I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, man. Like Jay Sean Tate is an elite number 1, and then Luther obviously is gone, but JT and that number 1, like.
Funny story that involves you. So we took a few weeks off when Corona first started, or whatever. That's a weird thing to say.
Right, whatever happened.
Yeah. And we recorded an episode, and in the episode we discussed, Jimmy Sotos might be committing to Ohio State. What's Luther Muhammad's next step going to be for the Buckeyes next year? How's he going to take that next step? And in the span of like 24 hours, might have even been like 12 hours, we had to re-record the whole episode because Luther announced he was transferring and you announced that you were committing. So we had to redo the whole thing. So thanks for that.
Sorry. But good stuff. Thanks.
We're glad it worked out this way.
Yeah.
I remember texting Danny and being like, not asking for him to tell me where you're going. I'm not dumb. But being like, bro, how sick would it be if he came to Ohio State?
I think he told me that.
We could go to all the games together, and, like, he would text me like, yeah, man, like, I hope so. Like, it's up to Jimmy, though, blah, blah, whatever. And then the next day you commit, and I was like, motherfucker, you couldn't tell me he was committing yesterday, bro. Like, come on. Like, I was so hard. It was so hard.
That's my boy. Danny,
all right, Jimmy, let's talk 2020, 2021 team, Ohio State team for a second, okay? What are expectations? What are the coaches saying? What are you hearing from the outside? Just give us a little rundown on what you're thinking this team's, ceiling, all that kind of stuff.
I think we're talented. We got guys that can go at every position, and we got a solid bench coming off too. So I think we're really talented, and I think we could really surprise teams. And a lot of people, we're not picked at the top of the league. We know that, but I think we're primed to make a run. I really do. Especially given the circumstances, it's not going to be, ordinary in any way, but, we're confident in what we can do.
So I've never been in a college basketball locker room. The two of you have. So I'm sure a lot of people are curious about this. Is the early season message, we want to make the tournament, we want to win the Big Ten, we want to win our next game. What's kind of like the preseason mentality? And it may be different for you this year, Jimmy, than it was for you, Joey, but I'm kind of curious what all that looks
Jimmy,
like.
this is a test question because there's an answer.
Well, my answer is, what we're focused on is we're just taking it one day at a time. I don't know if that's your right answer, but
it's in his head. He's a Buckeye.
That's what I do.
He's a Buckeye.
But seriously, we really are just focused on one day at a time. We're worried about tomorrow's practice where we got refs coming in. We're going to get after it. We're going to get better, and then we're going to take it the next day. But in the back of our minds, yeah, we know what we're competing for, and we're not out there to compete for, third, fourth. We're out there to compete. We're trying to win the league. We're trying to get to the tournament. We're trying to be number one seeds. We're not trying to lose. So, obviously that's in the back of our head. But yeah, like I said, one day at a time for now.
Jimmy, very proud of you for that answer. I don't know if you know this, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's still up a little bit in the locker room. When we showed up and the Holtman regime was in, on the locker room where our nameplates are, it didn't say Joey Lane, number 14 from Deerfield, Illinois. It said, do today well. That's what it said. So I don't know if that's still up there for the empty nameplates, but, like, we walked in and we were like, we got a new teammate, and then we read it and we were like, nope, not quite.
I gotta check for that. I gotta check for that.
And then there was, we had one day where we put up a bunch of signs. This was with Coach Mata. They had us put up signs that were like togetherness, pace, teamwork, all our like core stuff. So just be ready for that. Just giving you a heads up.
Oh yeah, we get not quizzes, but we get pop-up questions about what's written on the walls and stuff.
Do you know the 6 core values?
I wish you didn't ask me that.
Sorry. Can you name one? I'll rephrase it.
Truth.
Good. You'll know them all. Trust me. You become a bit of a robot in a good way, where you are programmed to be about the team, and it helps.
Yeah.
You're programmed to be the program.
Yes.
Programmed.
Yeah, it is.
Good.
I'm seeing the way the coaches are. It's different over here for sure. Like
it's
different.
It's all about being 2 feet in. But I have some follow-up questions about the team. A little less serious, a little more fun. Rapid fire, okay? And you can't answer yourself for any of these. Okay?
Wait, am I asking some of the rapid fires, or are you doing a bunch in a row?
You can. We can switch off.
We got to stumble over each other.
We'll switch off. Okay?
Really rapid fire.
Yeah, rapid fire. Go, Joey. Go.
Best shooter on the team.
Me.
Can't be yourself. I told you that. It's okay.
I didn't. My bad.
It's okay. Can't be yourself. We'll assume all the answers are you for now, but can't be you.
All right. Oh,
Best shooter.
Dwayne.
Who's been blocked by EJ Liddell the most times in practice?
Justin.
You're picking one person to get a perfect 10. That's hilarious, by the way. You're picking one person to win to get a perfect 10 in the dunk contest, who are you picking?
Eugene.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. Shout out my boy. Yeah.
All right, you're lending your car out to someone on the team. You got to trust one person to get the car back and
No. To get it back to me or to like fix it?
Get it back to you.
Oh, get it back to me? Eugene. I won't give it to Zed. I want to, for the record.
Yeah, Zed's a big car guy, isn't he?
Yeah. Really into cars.
Similar question. Who would you settle? This is a weird question. To date your sister.
Nobody.
Yeah, because it's nobody, but
nobody.
Okay, that's okay. It's okay. Sorry, Zolden. That was not a weird question, bro.
Well, who would you? You got a sister.
I know. Well, trust me. That question was asked a lot, and there was nobody.
Nobody.
Not a soul.
I know them too well.
Joe, you got more rapid fires? I'm out of them.
Yeah. If you're stranded on a desert island, you can only bring 2 teammates. Who are you bringing? And 1 coach. Ooh, that's good. 2 teammates and 1 coach.
2 teammates, 1 coach. I'm bringing E because there's a chance he'll speak the language of the island. And I'm bringing KY to do all the strong labor stuff. And I'll be the brains. Oh, I need a coach?
You need a coach.
I'll take Diebler, yeah.
Yep. Me too.
I'll take Diebler.
He's good at everything.
Yeah, he'll figure it out. He'll find a way.
If you
Who's gonna wait, I got a good one.
You got one? Okay.
Yeah. Who's gonna lead the team in fouls this year?
Zed.
If you weren't playing basketball, what sport would you play?
I should have been a quarterback. I should have played football.
Quarterback. Yeah, but Kyle.
What do you mean you should have been? What do you mean you should have been?
I wish I would have been a quarterback. I wish I would have worked because like think about it. I'll get in trouble. Your only job is to pass. Like my best attribute of the basketball, my best skill has always been like passing. All you do is pass. I feel like if I know it's hard, but that's my.
Well, I have the same thoughts. Trust me. But like,
well, do you think you'd be a better quarterback than you are Division I point guard at one of like the top schools in the country?
I mean, see, I made it here. I feel like I can make it there if I did it the other way. You know, if I really worked at being a quarterback my whole life, I feel like, I don't know. What's
crazy is, low-key, you are built exactly like Justin Fields.
Am I really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, Justin Fields is what, 6'4" and stocky, and you are what?
6'3".
And strong as an ox.
But I could have got like football strong if I worked at it.
That's what I'm saying though, bro. Have you talked to anyone on the football team? Have you made any friends yet?
No, I haven't been anywhere, bro. We get tested every day. I can't risk getting that.
You're right. All right.
What's harder, your math tests or your COVID tests?
Math tests, but like I'm just math. All my school tests right now.
What's your major?
Economics.
Buckets. Majoring in buckets.
There it is. Buckets. 3 points.
All right, Jimmy. The last question we have, and we asked this to everyone, so we're hoping that you perform. Do you have any questions for us?
That's a great last question. I do have a question for Joey.
Sure.
What was the most rewarding thing about coming here?
I'm living it right now. I think that the family of Ohio State stretches way beyond, obviously, sports and basketball and everything. There's Buckeyes everywhere, and going to Ohio State sets you up for life like no other school can. I just really, truly believe that. But also the fact that I can go in Columbus still, and I was a nobody, and people recognize me, is very, very cool, selfishly.
You were doing your thing, though. Like, you were starting your own waves. Talent gang,
like,
never be forgetting.
Jimmy, bro, the only regret, and it's not even a regret, is if TikTok was around like it is now when I was in school.
You'd have had it, yeah.
I'm not saying I would have been you. I don't know if anyone could be on that level, but just saying. And the real bummer about this whole situation is this wasn't the first thought I had when you got eligible, but I was like, Jimmy was supposed to he was carrying the torch this year for Towel Gang. And
I was ready. I was so excited. I was excited for my courtside fits. I had it all planned out.
It's a good problem, though. It's a good problem.
No, I'm excited to play, man. I can't wait.
We are excited to watch you. We're excited to hopefully get this season going soon. You know, you may know who your first game's against, but Joey and I do not. So we're excited. You'll tell us after.
If I find out, I'm trying to find out.
Oh, we're going to scoop it. It's perfect.
All right, Jimmy. Thanks, man.
This has been so fun, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
All right, take care.
Good stuff.